if you go on him and jump in, he dies pretty easily. So it's rough. It's rough. It's hard to execute, but it's a good hero, I think. There's the Darkseer. That's going to be Darkseer ES offlane. Also a classic, but it's not that great against Grimstroke. I think Khan, they can put something on safe lane like Ember or maybe Ricky or something and really punish the ES Darkseers. Well, let's see what happens.
I got a really kind of deep thought for you. What shape is Darkseer's brain?
It's probably rectangular.
Rectangular. How did you get to rectangular?
I mean, the brain is behind his eyes. Like the cone, there's nothing inside that cone. So the brain is like in his skull.
I mean, doesn't he have wiggle room for the brain to go up past his eyes? You know, like
No.
your brain does?
No. The cone, like it's exposed. It wouldn't be smart to have the brain in the cone because it's so exposed. I think like if the Darkseer was evolutionary successful, the brain wouldn't be in the cone because the cone is so exposed and it can be damaged very easily, while the face is more secure. It's like more stable, more in the middle of his body.
I mean, I don't know if I call Darkseer evolutionarily successful after the recent nerfs to him.
What? That hero is still like, I think it's really hot right now.
Surge nerf? Hello?
Yeah, but that hero, no joke. But it's still an insane hero. I gotta admit, that hero, I really like it.
Hear me out from a lore side. Have you ever seen another Darkseer?
Another Darkseer?
As in another one of his kind.
I've played the Warcraft 3 campaign. There's a lot of Ishkafels there.
Yeah, but Warcraft 3 for a lot of us is dead because Reforged killed it. So technically, they didn't survive. They died off. Darwin's theory, he probably does have his brains up in his triangle, weird pointy, probably secretly gets used as a sex toy head, and that's why his people didn't survive.
Maybe. But actually, Bounty Hunter is also like the same race as Darkseer in WC 3.
Yeah, but Bounty Hunter changed. He evolved. You see, this is just support my argument. Bounty Hunter evolved because he realized that was a dumb way to have your brain.
Okay, maybe. He went from like a purple guy to a red. I mean, maybe that's the next evolutionary step. I don't know.
I mean, is he like is Bounty Hunter confirmed a rat? He kind of looked like, sometimes I look at him, he just looks like one of those completely shaven kittens, right? Like
I don't know, man.
You know the ones I'm talking about, right? The ones where you're looking like, I'm not sure if the owner, like, this is the breed or if they just abused their cat and took all his hair away.
I don't know about that. Like, I'm not a pet guy, to be honest.
Not a pet guy. He hasn't got time.
No.
If he had a pet, it would die because, you know,
I actually have a pet. No, I actually have a pet right now.
Oh, Jesus.
Because I moved in with my girlfriend, but
we're not. Is it progressively getting slimmer?
Yet.
Is it?
We are not. No. We're not friends yet. We'll see. Back to the draft. Let's focus on the draft. The Ember Spirit is there. Yeah, we've done it well. The Ember Spirit is there. A very good combination with the Grimstroke, and you can punish ES Darkseer pretty well. Oh, Lone Druid, that's a lot of pressure. I like the card draft. Last game it was like, oh, let's sit back and farm, AFK, and now they got pressure on the map. Lone Druid, Ember Grim, that's heroes that run at you. And AM, that's a hero that can be punished. And I like that. You're back, you're down one game, and then you bring out the aggression draft. And I like it. This draft, you can end the game by minute 20. Just saying. If they perform well, the game can be over in minute 20. These heroes, they are like ultra aggression. Let's see what mudgolems pick to counter that aggression. They still have a mid lane pick open, and I think they need a hero to kind of hold that aggression, because right now Khan will overrun mudgolems.
I mean, I kind of feel like they need someone a little bit cheesy, but right now there's nothing that's applicable, right? A Meepo or a Broodmother, not that good in this type of game. DP, I mean, it'll give him some pressure early on, but is it me, or does it feel like Baranya, yes, he did last game have one hell of a performance, but he's going to have to almost just do better than that this time around to kind of secure the game for mudgolems?
Yeah, it's a rough task, but DP has a pretty good lane against LD. You can drain his bear, get a ton of HP back, also deal a lot of damage. So this DP is pretty good here, but what I don't like is that he isn't paired with a real save. Like, of course, Darkseer can search him, but there's not really an Oracle, a Shadow Demon, something that can really protect the DP. And like Huskar, I think those heroes are kind of similar. in that they want to have a natural save in their team to protect them, to like take out burst damage. And Khan, they have a lot of burst damage right now. Grimstroke, Ember, Bloodseeker, Tiny, these heroes, they all have like big magic burst damage. DP might just be well, exploded in like half a second if she doesn't care. I think DP has to really, really look out, position well, and probably also go for a very defensive item build. Maybe a casual cloak, maybe like early Ogre Axe, maybe early BKB. Buania, he's very susceptible to being burst, and if he dies, his team doesn't really have backup until the anti-mage is online, which will probably be at like minute 25 or something.
So I really like to TLDR that for everyone. DP may lead to explosion.
Yeah,
Explosion
exactly.
of mudgolems here.
Yep, exactly. This guy, if he performs well, if he times his heals well, I think he will get it. He can take out the burst. The biggest burst, of course, is the Grimstroke, the Inkswell explosion. The Inkswell explosion is a lot of magic damage, like 400 max. And the Tiny combo, like that's like 1,500 magic damage burst almost instantly. If you can dodge that, you are pretty fine. But if you don't dodge it, you probably just die.
So basically, what you've just asked Baranya is if he could, like Neo in the first Matrix movie, just very conveniently figure out how to dodge everything at the most important moment where any logical situation, the movie's over and the main character's dead.
Exactly. That's what DP has to do in this game.
All right,
but she can do it. He can do it. It's only bronze tier on DP, but this guy.
Well, but then again, Neo was only an amateur, right? He didn't even know martial arts when he first got found. We'll have to see how he develops if it's the same storyline, right?
That is true.
Who's his Lawrence Fishburne on this? Is it Milan? I feel like Milan's the one who has to play with him in this game.
Maybe. Yeah, Milan. I mean, he can initiate. His silence is very important. His silence and his kick out. Like he can kick the Inkswell out. Milan has big plays, big play options in the team fights. He can really, really disrupt the Khan burst combo, and it's also very important. Like they really got to focus on that burst damage. Khan has a lot of it. Let's see what Mio does on Lone Druid. I've played with Mio before in a team, and we've never picked Lone Druid, so I'm not sure if this is like a recent acquisition because I played with him like a month ago. But let's see how he performs. He hasn't shown this LD to me or to our team back then. Let's see what happens here. Maybe he practiced it and is a god on that hero. Let's see.
Maybe he just didn't want to give you the good stuff, you know?
Maybe. Damn.
Yeah. The other possibility is that there was a misclick.
Yeah.
And they were trying for a different hero in the LCAG.
Oh, let's see. Rune fight coming up. Khan, there seems to... No, they're not contesting.
No, they can't. There's 3 heroes from mudgolem here. There's no way that you want to try and fight on the runes as Skidder in this lane anyway.
Yeah. Just a trade. And Fata, nice starting build. I like this build. I've seen it a lot from Puppy. It's just mass all stats. You go region and mass all stats. And then the Ench has like 56 base damage, 5 armor, a lot of HP. I like these builds. a lot. You use the branches to eat tangos with, so you get more region. Just a really, really bulky POS 5 item build. Like, if there's any POS 5 players looking, these item builds are really good right now. A lot of all stats, a lot of region. That's what you want.
Yeah, I think the beautiful thing is this kind of... I look at the way that this build has kind of come into existence, and I can't help but imagine that the pro players were sitting there, and they've seen those players that grab a bunch of fairy fires, right? They're like, I just want to click hard on the lane. They're like, how can I make that better while having the upside of ridiculous amounts of extra base damage?
Yeah, exactly. They're just so valuable, so cheap, 50 gold only. And the fact that you can eat them for tango, it's just insane value.
I think people get too wrapped up in the idea of like permanent monetary use, right? Like, oh man, I don't want to buy too much regen. Oh, no items I'm going to expend off quickly. But this means that you don't really have to ferry out that second set of tangos, for example, because you've got the branches.
Exactly. And bottom, Tiny Bloodseeker, we haven't really talked about that lane, but it's a very, very, very dirty lane. You can Blood Ride, then you stun people and toss them back into the Blood Ride. I have played against that lane, I fed against that lane. It's really, really rough to play. And Skeeter has some issues, we see it.
Confessions of a feeder right there.
Yeah, it happens. Like Tiny Bloodseeker, that's a lot of burst damage. But so far, mudgolems are playing it pretty well.
It doesn't really get much easier either because Blood Right being pure damage. So it's not like Skit could go, for example, a 1-1-1 build and be like, okay, I have an escape, I have some mag resistance. It doesn't matter. It's irrelevant.
Yeah. But he can blink out, dodge it. And he's still going for Orb of Venom. Like last game, he went Orb of Venom. Now again, still going for an aggressive item choice. But I like it. I think they can pressure the lane. Because if they burn the Bloodseeker and his mana is empty, he doesn't really do much on lane. But it's hard. He already got 2 mangoes. He's prepared. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, but this way you basically force him out of regen over 2 or 3 waves, right? That way you don't actually have to worry about just giving him complete dominance with the Blood Right spam. I guess the more interesting thing in this game is running the Ember and the boss one. I don't feel like we're seeing too many teams do this at the moment. The one that comes to mind that does it a lot is probably Bait. With mixed results. Yes.
Yeah, let's call it mixed results. I mean, I'm friends with some of those.
They had like
one.
Yeah,
they're having mixed results.
I'm buddies with Crystallis, and I always feel bad when I see it. It's I think the reason they do it in that team though is the carry dynamic, right? It's like Dendi usually has these heroes that can carry the game, and Crystallis likes more of these playmaking type heroes as well.
Yeah. Well, but I still like the Ember safe line. I still like it. It's really good against Darkseer, and it combos really well with Inkswell from the Grimstroke. That's true. He is dead.
Gone.
That's the dead.
Someone we're seeing more often actually right now from Darkseers is that point in vacuum. A lot of them actually hold 1 point in case they need Surge instead.
Yeah. This one skill point is just so damn valuable. It's 100 damage. The pullback, which is kind of a stun. It's just insane, and a lot of people don't actually expect it because it's so rare. It has been so rare. So people don't expect it. They just think, oh, it's just iron shells. I'm fine. Nope. And the vacuum comes and you die.
Yeah, at a glance, it doesn't look good from this side of the cooldown, right? That's the big downside, is it is a 60-second cooldown. But if that was to say get you a kill every minute,
yeah,
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that as well, and I think the mudgolems are also fine with that. And the lane's going really, really well. Like, this Ember is not having a good time. I think the Khan boys, they picked this Ember Spirit to win the lane, but so far, it's not really working out.
Well, already losing XP and losing in CS as well. Alright, here's someone that bugs me. I don't know if you feel the same. Why do we let Lone Druid's Bear pick up runes?
Because it's a fun mechanic.
You didn't say that with many happy emotions attached to it by the sounds of it.
I mean, it's just how the hero works. And I mean, right now it's not really overpowered, so I don't think you have to change it. It's just an interaction, like many random interactions in Dota, but that's just Dota. There's random interactions everywhere, and you have to play around it.
So you don't think it's maybe a little bit strong in the mid lane situation around the minute 4 runes?
It is strong because you can get both runes.
Mio
with the roar, especially.
Is not looking strong though. Baranya, he's had enough. He's like, get the freaking hell out of my lane. You have no place here.
Yup. And that's what happens when you go 2-3-0. Buyback for the XP, for the XP.
Ah, right. He's like, I will get level 6, I will get raw, and that won't happen again. But then he'll die because he doesn't have true form.
It was like 3 melee is too ranged. I think it was just to get the XP.
Yeah.
But I think Mio is not a great Lone Druid player at this point, because he's using his Spirit Bear skill points instantly. That's, in my opinion, a big mistake, because many people don't know it. But if you level up the Spirit Bear, you actually dispel the bear. And, you can also resummon it. You can like bypass this damage penalty where you cannot resummon the bear. So very, very good Lone Druid players sometimes hold the skill points. But well, let's see what happens. Gilligan and Fata are kind of battling it out in the river. So far, the game, slight advantageous for mudgolems, but it's still going well, even though Mio buybacks here.
I like how we kind of went from, oh, Mio hasn't played this from before. Has he been holding back on us? To what sounds like, oh, thank God Mio didn't pick this Lone Druid when we were playing together.
I mean, so far it's looking fine. Yeah, he's farming a lot. This death, of course, hurt him, but he's still farming a lot. His levels are really good because of the buyback. He doesn't really lose any XP, and he's really going full farm mode. He's going no Savage Roar, no ult, going full farm mode, and that hero farms insanely fast. Let's see what build he goes for.
top.
Oh boy.
It was an attempt onto Naive. He's definitely feeling the pressure. And 33 has the 1, so he doesn't really care too much. In fact, Naive might be baiting himself a little here. He's moving forward. He's got enough for one combo, but I don't think you got the damage here. Not with the Ring of Health there.
No, he's regening up too much.
Really. All right, don't listen to us, you know. It's not like we're looking at all the items.
He's fine, he's fine.
Maybe if you hit the Stroke of Fate, you can get the kill there, but that's a big hit.
Oh, Skeeter going on. That's the combo. That's the
combo. Was it good enough, though? These body blocks. Looks like Skeeter will just about get away with it.
The attack speed slow from the Ghost saved the day. The attack speed slow from the Ghost saved the day, really.
Man, I love how we've gone from thinking this was a really underwhelming creep to really starting to appreciate how annoying a little piece of crap this is.
It's broken. Like, every Chen player, every Enchantress player knows it.
Even like, what was it, when Doom 4 was popular? I remember doing it with that. Because, you know, if you couldn't find a good creep, that was good enough. And Fada, well, Cheshire Cat decides he'll be good enough for the kill, especially with the catapult there.
He dies to that combo, and that's how I also fed against that combo. I'm like a post 5 hero, full HP. I'm thinking, oh, I'm fine. Nope, you die 100 to 0. And 33 also died, and Milan also having a hard time here against Naive. And
his biggest opponent is himself. Will he crack under the pressure? He will.
He will.
Definitely.
Oh no, he even started his TP. Oh,
wait,
oh boy, that's suddenly top lane not good anymore. No Harosh, only bad. Yeah, now Khan is pretty well. Like, they're looking pretty well right now. Top double kill, bottom a kill. AM had to TP out, and AM going for the good old God King build. Now the standard, apparently, double Wraith into Mask of Madness.
You know, there's some builds you look at, and you're like, well, I hate you for changing it this way because I don't want to be against the AM. But thank God we've evolved this hero beyond, hey, I'm going to just build a Battle Fury straight away.
Yeah, that's, honestly, this hero, he has had the same item build for like, what, 8 years? And, yeah, sometimes people are evolving it. And now Mask of Madness is the item. And it also offers a lot of farm speed. You can farm Ancients with the lifesteal. Just natural. It also progresses into Butterfly Satanic later on. It's just cute.
There was a point where we almost saw a big evolution in the anti-mage build, but then Gaben and Ice Frog robbed us of the Aquila.
That is true.
Carter?
That is true.
He's going to go down, but Cheshire Cat will pay the price in return. He at least gets the Rupture off, so Branya can't do anything with his ultimate.
Yeah, that's pretty valuable. The Exorcism has been used.
Yeah, look at
They're getting pressured in the mid lane. Wait, Boania cancelled.
I mean, I don't know if you can go for Mio here. He leveled the Roar now. The roots come out straight away. Milan has made a mistake. He bit off way more than he can chew, and the bear proves that he's the bigger chewer here.
Indeed. And top 33 also died. Like, right now, Khan is doing a lot of pressure on the map. Like, yeah, they lost the Bloodseeker, but the DP ult has also been committed without getting anything. And the mid tower is close to dying. It's like on 400 HP. Mio has to hit this tower for like 5 seconds and it's gone. And map pressure looking really well. And the AM is not really online yet. It's like 3.3k net worth. That's not the greatest. The Bloodseeker and the Tiny, they were also able to really pressure him in lane. And this lane is going to push. Like, Catapult waves, the Teach Creep wave is coming in bottom right now. And there's not really any here that wants to defend that lane. And map pressure-wise, this is really rough for the mudgolems right now. Like, it's only 2k lead, but the tempo is really in favor for Khan.
Yeah, it feels like Khan's doing a good job around these 5-minute marks, right? With those catapult waves, like we saw previously in the bot lane, they found a kill, they forced someone out of the lane. Now again, around the 10-minute mark, Bloodseeker is going to be left to its own devices. That mid tower is almost guaranteed to now go down at this point. And top, I don't know if you can actually sit here easily as 33 alone.
Yeah.
It's a level 8 Ember Spirit to a level 6 Darkseer.
Yep. And this Desolator is, like, their timing is disgusting. He's gonna have Desolator at minute, like, 18, 19. If he's, like, having a normal game, if he's, like, getting some kills, it's gonna be there in, like, minute 14, 15, and that's gonna be disgusting, because Enchantress, look at her armor. Look at those armor values on Radiant. None of the heroes have more than 10 armor. They're just gonna explode like kittens.
Kittens?
Yep, exactly.
The game are real kittens. Because this might explain why you don't have a pet, like you were saying earlier.
maybe. Yeah, we see Skeeter like this Mask of Madness. If there's still doubters, this Mask of Madness allows him to farm ancients, and usually AM can't really farm ancients like a Terrorblade, like Medusa, because his damage, his sustain isn't high enough. But with the Mask of Madness, he can actually farm the ancients and amplify his farm speed.
I guess the worrying part is how long it's going to take him to get a point where he can split push, right? Because you need someone to buy time in this game, be out on those waves, pushing them in, but can't have such good heroes at punishing that.
Yeah, it's true. There's another kill on the Eng, and yeah, as you said it, when can the AM split push? And it's rough. It's rough. The LD, he can punish you. The Tiny can punish you. The Grimstroke, he can also punish you. And even the Ember Spirit, he can punish you. Like, there's a lot of catch for you, and you got to play around all those heroes. And mid tower is being gone on. Mio.
They're going for him. He's starting to stop. He didn't get the true form out yet. He'll activate it now, which will bulk him up a decent amount, but I don't think it's enough to deter them. They're going to keep on going. Rupture's going to come out of Piranha. The damage being dealt out. Mio brought low, will be killed off, and they'll chase forward for more because they've got the Siphons going. J4 and Gilga will hit the deck. And what looked like an easy tower take, in the end, is going to backfire and lead to your own tier 1 in the mid dying, along with 3 of your heroes.
Oh yeah, perfectly played by mudgolems. ES somehow drew the attention from the Khan boys on himself. They used everything on the ES, but they weren't able to kill the DP, and they were like point blank to the DP ult.
What?
What? Oh my god.
Respect the DP.
I mean, yeah.
This is a 101 lesson in how much DP can hurt right now, especially with that level 2 exorcism. Well, no, actually, that was level 1, wasn't it? Yeah, that wasn't even the level 2.
Yeah,
Jesus.
And it's just, if you're in melee range of a DP, like these ghosts, they will destroy you. Many people don't know it, but
and
the
what do
exorcism
Khan have? They have a lot of melee heroes, right?
That's true. Like, as I said, the DP, she can carry this game if she doesn't get blown up, and she didn't get blown up. She destroyed everyone. These ghosts, they deal more damage if you're closer to DP, and well, they don't really do more damage, but they attack more often if you're closer to DP, and that's why this hero deals so much damage when you're close to her. And well, the Comboys, they felt it. They felt it. Every single one of them, kind of.
That's a fair point, right? Like, most people don't remember that DP's ultimate, they're kind of like boomerangs, right? They have to come back first. Yeah. And if you're closer to the DP, they come back faster. Come back out after faster. But yeah, DP going BKB, I like it a lot. Jules into BKB. It's just a defensive item build. She just has to live through the burst, and then the Spirit Siphons will keep her afloat. And yeah, the Dark Seer is also close to mech. No boots, by the way. Interesting on 33. He's like, what's the point? They cap the surge speed.
Yeah.
I don't care anymore. I'll always be max speed.
It's actually kind of true. Milan going for the split push on bot. Mio's farming the jungle, going for MKB. Interesting that Mio has the Blitz Knuckles on his main hero. That's unusual. Normally you don't do that. Maybe he knows something I don't.
I was going to say maybe they're going to stun the bear, but if you look at mudgolems, they don't really have many stuns, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the game plan is there.
Same. I'm not sure, but let's see. Like, it's just a minor thing, to be honest. Khan is going now. Gilgear.
I don't know if you want to now that Lundra is not here, though. You need to be very careful.
He's going to come out. Very careful.
I think he doesn't have to be careful. He's got nothing to worry about. Dead people have no worries. Rupture's going to come out, but Gilga's in trouble anyway. There's no way to save the Tiny now on the side. The rolls across. Cheshire Cat controlled up by Milan. Soulbind's going to be thrown out. He also buys some time. Naive is going to be stanced up, and he's actually now run away as Barandi's going to chase forward with the Exorcism, looking to bring him down quick enough. Blood right to try and stance him up, but Barandi's way too fast on top of Naive. Will force out the second Remnant. Now look to retreat. J4 is being ignored for the moment. They might just turn around and take the easy kill, though. As they'll roll in, Baranya will arrive, and he'll be able to clean up the Grimstroke.
Well played. Man, this boy, like, whoever doubted this guy, whoever said, oh, who's this guy? Why's Fada playing with him? And in this series, he's showing why. Like, he's performing well. Like, last game he destroyed. This game he's destroying as well.
Oh, he's not done. It's not just him, it's Milan as well. I mean, we said it before, the kind of impact this lad has had in the fight around mid. He's keeping up now once again in the mid lane.
Ooh, these two, the two Balkan brothers. Can you call them like that? I guess.
The Balkan brothers, indeed, you know.
Good work. They're doing good work.
The former Yugoslavian brothers might be acceptable, I don't know.
Oh, well, I don't want to get into that.
That's geopolitics. We don't do that. We do Dota.
We do Dota. And Gilgear is doing the dying thing again. 500 gold off dagger. I think he really wants to cut down the moves right now, and he wants to just commit to farm the dagger. Go to a lane, go to a jungle camp, stack it, farm it with your nukes, get the dagger. He really needs it.
Roll it straight down the center. Okay. And he will instantly leave. He says, okay, use true form. Broke a spell, bye.
Oh, that's fine. I mean, that's fine. It's on CD, it's 100 seconds. Oh, they want to fight. They want to fight. And there's a TP coming in from 33. They want to do a move. Or not.
I imagine they're waiting for the true form, right? In 20 seconds, they know they can go, and then Mio is an incredibly easy kill without the extra 1,000 HP.
Probably, and they're like 14 armor, 10 armor. Oh, it got nerfed, yeah. It got nerfed.
If you could, you call that a nerf, I call that a mild tickling, right?
Yeah.
That's just like a little kitten scratching at your ankles when you're wearing full steel plate armor.
Yeah. And Boan, yeah, he's so close to BKB, and I feel like when the BKB is there, that's going to be huge timing. That's going to be huge timing where Khan have issues dealing with him because the magic burst from Tiny, you have to use it before the BKB. And the Grimstoke spells, the Bloodseeker spells, well, not the spells, but the Blood Rite, they all don't pierce the BKB. So Boania, he's close to being the big boss himself.
And that's a bit worrying as well, because you look at Khan's draft, and you can talk about how this Lone Druid can scale, though. Sure. But at the same time, you are against this AM, and right now, the way that the Baranya is dictating the game, the side of Mudgolems are able to fight very confidently 4 versus 5, and quite often come out in fair terms.
Yeah. To be fair, Mio has also been farming a lot. But yeah, basically, these kind of even team fights, they're looking well. Wait, what's happening? Blink dagger dropped?
Yeah, so Gilga didn't, like, that was a cute little play. He didn't want to reveal that he had the blink yet, so he put it in the tree line and cleared the creeps.
Oh, okay, easy. I mean, that's a smart move. And mid lane has to be careful. But Fada, pretty nice item build. I think he has to build a cloak now, and then he will live through the Tiny combo. I see Puppy doing that a lot. He'll always go power treads against Tiny on edge, because you just need that 1.2, 1.3k HP in the cloak, and then you live through the Tiny combo. And Fata already bought the treads.
Yeah, Bracer doesn't cut it anymore. Not since they nerfed it.
Yeah, Bracer, it's 500 gold, and it only gets 100 HP, while treads give 200.
And then you don't get the magic resistance either. So
exactly. Yeah. And they're also so slot efficient with power treads.
Milan is hunting. He's just been watching all the shark movies before he came into this series. Silence. He's thrown out a Gilga. 33 doesn't care. He's just playing them all. The problem is they use the Exorcism. They need value. And Milan's going to try and force it. He goes in with the Magnetize right away. Blood Rite isn't going to clip onto him, though, as he rolls out in time. And on the side, Mio.
This is so messy.
Mio is really separated from the fight. He's in a lot of trouble. The bear is not with him. The Silence is going to come out. The BKB activated. The Ghosts are returning, but the damage might already be done. The vacuum in and drags him across, but he's healing up. Going to be able to actually sustain through this. Man avoided by time as well. Mio stands his ground. Piranha needs to move away. They're already lost the dark, so they'll chase forward, looking forward onto Piranha as well, who's hiding in the pit. He'll throw out the Silence, but they have got the roots to lock him on the spot and kill him off. And with that,
my God,
I mean, they just got gifted Roche.
Oh my God, the Exorcism, it was used for the Roche, and then they tried to fight. The mudgolems tried to fight, but Khan were kiting it too well. The Exorcism expired, and then they didn't have the damage for the Lone Druids. Like, when the Exorcism ended, they had no damage left, and he just leeched himself back to like full HP. This hero, like, you saw the power of Lone Druid there. He was like 10% HP, still he lived, and he had full HP at the end of the fight. When the Exorcism ended, they had no damage, and bottom anti-mage has also issues. Oh my God, Khan, they're really doing it here.
Well, they're not doing an Inska. He's able to at least get away. But I mean, it's kind of baffling, right? The way that goes down is you actually imagine Dota the way like the teams maybe lacked as much discipline 2 or 3 years ago. They would have finished that Roche. They would have got that Roche. They would have got value. Yeah. It almost feels like that discipline that teams are like so aware of now, right? Which is if you're contested around Roche, deal with the threat first, then deal with Roche. Completely backfires in that situation. Yeah,
that's the thing with these heroes. Like, 33.
Where you going, boy? Get back here. Rupture out. I don't think he wants to run, and he sure as hell can't hide. They're still chasing. Mio is just keeping that bear on top of him, but he's still disarmed. 33 lingers on the high ground. Cheshire Cat's going to try and force them out, though. Might bait himself. Needs to be careful. The vacuum dragging him back. 33 says, haha. Trying to get him out. Toss away. Saves the day with Gilga there to actually be the guardian angel for Cheshire Cat. But he's still in trouble. Going to be brought low. Able to move away. True Form's going to be activated. Baranya with a BKB. Able to kite out. They need to actually deal with this bear now. It's the only thing in their sights. But it's too dangerous.
This game is crazy. This game is crazy. 33 left on a sliver HP. But they lived. But they're losing their tier 2. And they're probably also losing the outpost. And the map control is just going Khan's way. And the aim is still not ready. Look at his battle period timing. It's 22. That's not a good battle period timing, even with the mom. If you go mom in the battle fury, you want to have the battle period at minute 20. 22, that's 2 minutes. And 2 minutes can do a lot in competitive Dota, timing-wise.
Yeah, and this is the fragility of playing 4 versus 5, right, in these fights. Is with a hero like DP, we said, yep, great, you get good exorcism, you trap them in a fight, you'll just melt them all. But the moment that fails once, this is the impact that you feel. And your anti-mage is still probably like 10 minutes away from being ready to fight.
Yeah, but like Lone Druid, this hero dumpsters AM because he has a lot of physical damage, and AM doesn't deal well with physical damage.
Fada doesn't deal well with any damage.
Oh my god. Fada got mauled, like 4 hits, I think? 4 hits? Plus the Spider Fist.
I mean, it's the rule of the forest. The bear beats a deer. Everyone knows that.
Yeah.
That's why deers always run.
Yeah. And Mio is also going for Moonshot. It's really the full DPS anti-enchantress build. This bear does a lot of damage and has a lot of attack speed. Right now, they have no answer for the Lone Druid. And the DP, yeah, she's got the BKB, she's got the Yules, but no armor right now. No armor. She's going for Shivers, but right now she's just not tanky enough against the Desolator.
Oh my god. They found him. He's gone. And then this... I mean, this is the thing. You were saying that the AM not so good about against the Lone Druid, but look at the rest of the lineup, right? All these heroes don't care about counterspell. You've got the AoE stuns. You've got the indirectly target stuns to get him and make sure he never escapes.
Yeah, and like, he's got good magic risk, 58%, but he's just got 1.5k HP, and then like you're gonna be dead to Desolator Ember plus some spells. You're not tanky enough yet.
I do like the Ember being played this way from the safe lane, by the way. Instead of like the Maelstroms we've been used to seeing for a while. I like Deso. It's just so much more of an active item that is able to convert objectives as well as kills. Yeah,
exactly. Like this Desolator, it's just a combo with a Lone Druid. If you play safe lane Ember Spirit and you have a physical mid laner, you almost always want to go Desolator because, well, you're seeing why. The Spirit Barrier is just destroying people left, right, and center. Their physical damage right now is insane. I think mudgolems could itemize against that if they get Shivers, if they get a Salt Cuirass, if they get a Buckler, if they get some armor items on their heroes. Of course, the heavy physical damage focus from Ember and Lone Druid is going to be countered, but still, like right now, their heroes are insanely strong.
Yeah, they really need to get to a point where they can bring all 5 heroes to the fight. Like this is always the issue against Lone Druid drafts, right? Is the bear is so ridiculously tanky. If you don't commit a hell of a lot of resources to it, you're never really bringing it down.
Yeah, exactly. Bloodseeker is also going for the Solar Crest. Man, this bear, holy moly, he's got so much support. He's got the Desolator support. He's got the Solar Crest soon. Dirty, this Spirit Bear. Right now, I don't think any hero on Mudgolems can fight that Spirit Bear.
No. Neither can any buildings, as they are maybe hard to find out here.
Let's see. Right now, they don't have a big spell. Like, Exorcism is their biggest, but the DP is not tanky.
1.8k HP, you can get melted through pretty quick by this bear.
Yep. Fata, 1 Sleight of Fist, 50% HP gone.
Roll in. They're going to force out the true form, allow him to walk away, and we'll be able to do so. But the bear is hot in pursuit, and the roll away gets blocked by Gilgis. Says, where the hell are you going? You belong to us now. They force out Piranha's ultimate and his BKB, but now he needs to move away. They force the buyback out of Milan. They might have repelled them for the moment, but you've just used the Exorcism. The problem is now the onus is on you. If you do not make a move as the rating size of Mudgolems, you're in trouble. And they actually get forced into a mistake. Milan rolls out into his death. That's going to be his dieback.
Oh, yep. He exploded. Desolator plus Medallion minus armor. He was like below 0 armor there. And well, what does that mean? That means you die in under 1 second.
Permadeath, which is what Fada's going to get as well. The Sanus is end. Buyback's going to come out. Vacuum is big with the wall, but Piranha leads together. He needs to retreat. I'm not sure if he can get away, though. These illusions are working against him. He's gone.
Yup.
And I think with that, the chances of winning that game are slithering into the dark as well. As this may only be 1 lane, but you've got to ask yourself a question. How long are Khan going to stay away if they even decide to leave this base? And it doesn't look like they might. 33 gone.
I think they just go bottom right now, but they don't actually have to go bottom. But they can do everything they want. They can pick all bounties, pick all outposts, farm the 27-minute neutral items. They don't have to overcommit. Exorcism is still on cooldown for 70 seconds, so there's no threat coming out from the mudgolems for at least 70 seconds. And yeah, what items are coming up for the mudgolems? AM is still pretty far off the Manta. The DP is pretty far off the Shivers. I mean, she gets a plate mail, I guess, but their power is not really going up right now. But while Khan, they got another round of items coming. Solar Crest and Bloodseeker, Basher and Lone Druid, the Ember Spirit, also the Aghanim's coming up. Like, it's looking rough for Fata and the boys.
No, and this is the problem, right? You're now in the situation where you need to actively get out on the map and make a play, because you've seen what happens if you take a fight at your base and lose. The instant ramifications of this Lone Druid plus Ember Deso is clear as it can be.
Yeah, like your buildings are vanishing quicker than
Did he really? Out of all the items you could get in this situation, you get the enchanted quit. Oh,
sweet. That's actually a very good item.
More damage. Why not?
Yeah, more damage. That's pretty sweet. And yeah, Borania, he's close to the Shivers. He'll have it in 1k, I guess. But whoa, the Khan boys are looking like they are going high ground before 1k farmed on DP. The aim also 500 of Manta. Like, it's just they want to farm for 2 or 3 more minutes, then they get their items. But I don't know if they get the time.
I mean, they're kind of relying on this aspect that Khan considers Roche, right? But Khan, like, the biggest mistake they could do right now is going to the pit. There is really no necessity. All you do is potentially risk giving a good fight followed by an actual objective to mudgolems.
Yeah. There's a DD rune now for Skeeta, though. He's got the DD rune.
What a very threatening anti-mage.
He can't stand. That's the issue. He dies in 1 second. He cannot fight any hero. Look at the bear. Oh my god.
Look at those creeps, though. I mean, he's showing those creeps who the boss is, while as that bear is showing the base who the boss is.
Yep.
I mean, you're going to get heartburn if you keep munching through everything this quickly. Oh god, Fada.
It's looking rough. He also got the second bear already. So even if they kill this bear, they still got a second one. But good wave cutting by AM. Finished his Manta. The Shivers. 600 off. Still, they kind of got a Manta timing here, but it's minute 29, and minute 29 is not really the Manta timing. Normally it's like minute and 19 if you have a good game, or 20, 21, 22, not 29.
So he was only 1 number off. Oh, roll out is not going to be successful. Yules to try and dodge it out, but BKB's going to be fourth, and the Soulbind is there with a Rupture. They've already lost Baranya, and they're going to lose more of the vacuum. 33 trying to carry as best he can. They're going to move in, commit all resources to this fight because they have no real choice here, but it's not going to work. AM is down, buyback comes out from Baranya, and the rest of Mudgolems are in full retreat. But I don't know if it's going to be successful. 33's been rooted up. They decide against it. They go, nope, easier target on the side, bring Fada down, and then just hit buildings. They have nothing left in the chamber.
Yep. And these guys from Dire are too tanky. But yeah, it's trying to go in. Has ready, but
it's desperate. It's very desperate, and you can feel it.
Yep.
And that might just be the GG moment. There it is. It comes out. We're going to finally have a game 3 here in the playoffs of BTS Pro Series Season 3. Maybe an unexpected one. You know, when you looked at game 1, when you looked at the dominant performance of mudgolems, I don't think anyone saw this coming in game number 2.
No. At no point did I see this much of a dominating performance common. I mean, their draft, it was good. I mean, I said maybe they can finish early, but I didn't actually think they could execute this well. But they did it. Mew, after some initial struggles in the laning phase, showed that he can play this hero pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, we were being critical of some small errors, right? Especially when he gave that solo kill over to DP.
Yeah.
Like, that shouldn't happen in this lane matchup. But wow, what a bounce back. I don't know if is this really on him, or do you think it's just the way their lineup works and comes together that makes it so much easier to recover from that initial mistake?
I think because the mudgolems at the anti-mage, they didn't apply any pressure, and he just farmed at the same pace or at the same time when AM farmed, and he farmed at a faster pace. So AM, he was farming, but LD was also farming while the team fights were going on, the 4-on-4 team fights, and the Lone Druid just hit an earlier timing, and his teammates also hit an earlier timing than mudgolems. I feel like Khan, they could fight very well with their 4 heroes against the 4 heroes from mudgolems, and that's why they had an advantage. And as long as the lone druid farmed pretty decently, he would carry this game against the AM because his hero counters the AM, too much physical damage, and he just also had a lot more space on the map to farm because the Khan boys, they were pressuring a lot. This Ember Spirit, this Bloodseeker, they were doing a lot. And that's why Anti-Mage didn't really have the best farm space available, while the Lone Druid had more and better space available, could farm himself up, and just dominated this game like from minute 20 on. Like he farmed and then he started dominating. When the MKB was up, the mom and the MKB was up, he was just ready to fight. And this one team fight above the Roche pit, where he just went in ham, 1-on-5, pressed ult, just lived through everything. That was just the tipping point where the mudgolems didn't really hit their timing, and the aim never really came online.
And that's a really fair point, actually, around the comparison of Lone Druid versus the AM, because those are the true carries. Despite the role distribution, despite the Ember being a +1, like, you have to look at this Ember Spirit in this game the same way you look at the DP in this game, right? Like, it is essentially your mid playmaker. They've just decided to slot it in the out lanes instead. And while there was some initial bouts that went the way of Mudgolems, very quickly, when we looked back at that lane later, you had a level 8 Ember versus a level 6 Darkseer, and 33, like, it felt as if his game got thrown under the bus a little bit just to try and inflate Piranhas more, which means you do have this situation where all your eggs are in one basket, and then it just becomes a simple kind of math situation for Khan. Like, we have 5 heroes, you've only got 4, so
Yep.
we just mash into each other, we'll have 1 left, and you'll have none left.
Yep, exactly, and that's how it worked out. And well, this Lone Druid, I actually think this Lone Druid is a hero. If you have a player that can play it, if you have like a Matomoman on your team, a Mew on your team, this hero becomes first phase bannable. I really think that this hero is slightly underrated by many teams because a lot of teams don't have the players that play this hero that well. But right now, this looked dominant, and maybe mudgolems. A, they have to prepare for the Lone Druid, or B, they have to just flat out ban it because it just looked dominant.
It definitely caught them off guard there. We didn't see it coming. I'm not sure Mudgolems were expecting it either. It definitely seems to have worked out for Khan, which means we're going to get a third game here. And the real question is, I mean, like, before we even think about the difficulties of executing a draft, of which team looks better, of how the game is going to play out, I just want to see in a few minutes when I come back if I see a ban of a Lone Druid and a ban of a Snapfire, because then the outcome of this game is not certain.
Yeah,